the Cayenne. Everyone's favourite Porsche, obviously. A necessary one though, and another example of how Porsche has taken a decision not universally liked and turned it into business success. If you watched my last video about their current dilemma with the EU forcing them to stop making internal combustion engines, then this will resonate. We should all love the Cayenne because it allowed Porsche to continue making the sports cars we all love. And this one is the sportiest of sporty SUVs, the Turbo GT, a 2.5-ton V8 powered 650 bhp intercontinental ballistic missile that could stop the Ukraine war in a day if it wanted to. If you so wanted, you could buy a Porsche 911 GT3 and scream around the track, or you could buy one of these and do the school run with launch control. This isn't a full-blown review. What I want to do is ask the question, who buys these cars? Who are they for? As ever, when I do these reviews, if it's not a 911, for some, it's not worth reviewing, it's not worth looking at. But this is a top-of-the-line Porsche. And for me, cars, they have to be about how they make you feel. And that's what I'm interested in here. How does this thing make me feel? Does it make me feel like I'm driving a Porsche? Bottom of the range Macan? Probably not, but this is a Turbo GT. So let's get to the bottom of it, shall we? Let's take you round this top of the line Porsche Cayenne. Firstly, titanium tipped exhausts. Look at these honeys here, and they make a superb noise, particularly when you get it into the Sports Plus mode. Also carbon fibre everywhere on this car, including the roof. Take a look at this. Isn't that lovely? Saving a bit of weight where it really counts, right at the top there. Even on these little spoiler canards at the side here as well. Going round the car, lovely black 22-inch wheels with the PCCBs. Look at these babies. If you want a car to go fast and it's 2.5 tons, then of course you need to be able to stop. And the yellow brake caliper tells you everything you need to know there. More carbon fibre here. Yeah. And black on black on black on black on black on this car. Everything is black. Inside then, standard Porsche fare for the instrument binnacle and the dials and switches. This particular one, being a Turbo GT, has Alcantara everywhere. And it's lovely, honestly. I really like this because it holds you in like most other cars don't. If you've got leather, you're sliding around all over the place, but not in this car. The steering wheel, this is a 24,000 mile car. This shows you what a Alcantara steering wheel does. Not wearing brilliantly, but it could be cleaned. Sport chrono package. I'll show you about that when we get driving. But that is fabulous because it enables you to use this Manatino switch here to put it into Sport and Sport Plus mode. And there's even some overboost by pushing this button here, which is fabulous. More carbon fibre to match all the other carbon fibre. It seems to be appropriate in this car because you've got carbon fibre roof and spoilers and everything else. We need to get some fuel for this car. I'm not going to go through all of this, but you've got everything in here that you would expect. Apple CarPlay, navigation, and so on. You can even go into Sport Chrono and actually use it for its intended purpose, which is to measure lap times. Not that I expect that many people will be using this for track work. Porsche are getting into the habit on their SUVs of using this as their method of getting it into drive and into park, and it's okay, I suppose. Further down here, you have seen all this before in other reviews that I've done, but there we are. Let's have a look in the back. Porsche has done a clever thing here. It looks as if it slopes down like that, but as you can see, it actually doesn't. So this bit down here makes it look as if it slopes, but it gives you the headroom in the back that you might not expect. So when I get in here, if I flip my camera around, you can see I'm 6 foot. It's narrowing behind me, but there's plenty of space here. And plenty of knee room as well, no problem. What I will also say about this car is that you can just see the mirror there at the front of the car. This spoiler goes up when you get to a certain speed, and when it goes up, it's already like looking through a pillar box, you know, a post box. When the spoiler goes up, there isn't much rear view. So what's it like behind the wheel? Well, Porsche have engineered this so that it just shouldn't exist in the way that it does. It shrinks its size. It is chuckable. You can throw it round a bend and blast out the other side. The turn-in is immediate, and the steering is lovely. The ride is firm, especially in Sport Plus, but also when you don't want to push on, you can put it back into normal mode and it just goes along pretty nicely. Still fairly firm, but it is a proper Porsche, honestly, and I think it's the car that does everything. I just met a car guy. When I film these videos, you know, you meet car guys. They stop and have a chat with you, and I'm always up for that. And one guy says, no, you can see what this car is. It's understated, and it's telling you to get the out of the way. And I thought that's a brilliant way of describing this car. It's not at all shouty. Let me put it in Sport Plus mode. Here we go. Bed, this is a fast car, I'm telling you. Oh my God. And I put $15 worth of fuel in it, and that has lasted 10 minutes. The power comes on progressively, I would say. I mean, it's brutally fast, but not brutal in a way like the Cayenne Turbo, the EV that I drove a few weeks ago, where the power all comes on instantly. This comes on a bit more progressively. It's not quite as much of a neck jerker as that car is, but then of course you get the sound and the crackle of that exhaust, which is something else. Yes, this is the car that does everything. If you want to push on, fine. If you want to cruise around with your kids and your family, fine. Tail of the Dragon, no problem. Cruise down there on the freeway with the cruise control on, no problem. This is the one car that will do everything. So yes, this is not a compromise. This car does 0 to 60 in 3.1 seconds. It'll go around the Nürburgring in 7 minutes 38 seconds, which is faster than a 997 GT3 RS, and yet your kid can sit in the back and watch Baby Shark. Yes, this is the car that when life won't let you have a 911, or perhaps you've matured beyond one, then you still get to enjoy the pleasure of a high-end Porsche without the daily drama or the hardness or the hard-edged nature of some of those cars. So there we are, a very, very capable car on many, many fronts. Does everything, really. Thank you very much to Porsche Danbury for loaning me this car for this little road test. This car is for sale here at Porsche Danbury in Connecticut, 24,000 miles. I'll link the description of the car in the video description below. Tell me what you think. Is this a car for you, or is this a car that Porsche shouldn't be making? Tell me what you think below. Otherwise, more coming on the channel shortly, and I'll see you in the next one.